kind of gave me this, like, different view of like, life and how we're supposed to overcome this world and how it looks from a different perspective. So, like, in the dream, sorry, I'm driving to church, yeah, I can't, I have to multitask anymore. I can't just sit down. I don't have time to just sit down and do things like this. I just don't have the time. So anyway, so in this dream, there's these different people, me being one of them. And it was like we were, like, living in, like, dorm rooms, like rooms. And anyway, so it was like I knew that we were, like, in this, like, competition, you know, because literally that's what it's like. So we have to we have to be overcomers, right? We have to overcome all the things of this world, and that's the goal, is to overcome the flesh. So anyway, so these different people were like, okay, so I don't remember everything, like, clear enough where I could really just lay it out there. And I don't do real good at that anyway, unless it's, you know, like an action movie where you can really just give all the different details. But anyway, so, like, there were these two ladies that were in this one room together, and they were doing really good. Like, they were disciplined and had, you know, self-control and everything. And they were doing really good, eating healthy, and, like, doing things like that. And then I was staying in this room with this man, not like a romantic relationship with this man. It wasn't like that. It was like we were just like roommates. That was it. And so, anyway, I don't even know why it was a man, but I guess I'm getting ready to tell you maybe why. Because it was the man that was specifically the one that I need to talk about. So this man, I knew that we had to overcome different things to move up a level and stuff. And so I don't remember what it was that I was, like, struggling with, but I couldn't progress as well as I wanted to. And so anyway, so this man, he just gave up. He just said, okay, I'm going to move out and I'm going to go live elsewhere, which was fine with me, because he was like, he wanted to have sex with people, with other women, not me. It wasn't me. It was, you know, other people. It was just the fact that he couldn't overcome his carnal, fleshly desires. He wanted to watch PORN and wanted to have sex, and, you know, he wanted to just do whatever he wanted to do, basically. He just kind of gave up and said, look, I'm just going to go and stay elsewhere so I can do those things, you know. And I was like, but you're going to go to hell. And he's like, I don't even care anymore. And so, anyway, so he moved out, and I was very glad he was gone, because my mind was fixed on winning this competition, which is this life. You know, I was determined that I was going to overcome everything and not be overcome by it and be a failure. So anyway, so it's about being disciplined and having self-control, and, you know, we need to not let things that, you know, fleshly things control us. Like, you know, like, for example, like alcohol and cigarettes and drugs and sex and just different things like that. We can't let those things control us, because if you're doing those things, then you are overcome by those things, and you're not progressing. So, you know, you got to start tossing those things out until there's nothing left of you but just your flesh, and you've already overcome all that stuff, and you just have to make up your mind that you're not going to let this world defeat you and the things of the world. All that, everything that's tangible is things of the world. Everything. Everything that you can see and touch are things of the world. So, everything that pleases the flesh, those are all carnal things of this world. And we have to overcome all that stuff. So, with that, now I'm going to talk about the fear of the Lord. Because this has been on my mind and on my heart lately for the past few days. And I've been wanting to talk about it. But I haven't had a lot of time. I've had a lot of things going on. I've had to have my car fixed, and the kitchen sink faucet broke the other day. Had to have a new faucet replaced yesterday. My goodness, it's just money all the time, constantly. I'm having to spend, and don't really have it like that at all. So anyway, the fear of the Lord is literally the beginning of wisdom. I mean, it's a very, very foolish thing not to fear God. It's very foolish and ignorant to not fear the one that Jesus said could cast your body and your soul into hell. I mean, God is the witness, sees everything, hears everything. He's the judge. He's the one we're going to stand before on Judgment Day. And He's the executioner. He's the one that's going to execute judgment on us if we just don't make it through this life. I mean, so anyway, it's very important. There's too many people that just don't fear God. And like Jesus talked about, if your hand, or I'll go with the eye first. If your eye offends you, pluck it out. Get that thing out of there. That, like the man in the dream that wanted to watch porn and wanted to have sex. Okay? Jesus said, if your eye offends you, take it, pluck it out, get rid of it. It's better to go, go to heaven and just have one less eye than to be cast into hell because of all that stuff that you can't overcome. Or your hand, and the man. Your hands, of course, you gotta have hands to do all kind of things. So anyway, he needed to get to chopping that stuff off. So anyway, chop. So anyway, other things. Well, it's very important to fear God. So I probably should keep this short, but fear the one who is watching everything we do, hears everything we say. Be very, very conscious about what you do, what you say, your thoughts. We're supposed to take our thoughts captive. Don't be thinking evil thoughts about anything or anybody or just evil stuff. You got to realize God is the one watching us and sees us, hears us, knows everything that we're doing. He knows what's in our hearts. He knows what's in our minds. We have to overcome all this stuff of the world, and we have to be very conscious of the fact that God is always watching, and that we have to behave accordingly. I mean, the goal is to become more like Christ. Gentle, patient, a peaceful, kind, loving person. And not, loud and cussing and just obnoxious. And not be some sex maniac and stuff. And just, there's just so many things. So much. I'm not even going to get into it all. But I feel like I covered what I needed to. That was the goal. So with that, please fear God. It's very important to fear the Lord. Because if you fear the Lord, then and you're conscious of the fact that He sees everything you're doing, hears everything you're saying, knows your thoughts, you're going to get it together. I'm telling you, that's like what did it for me 8 years ago when I just decided I'm going to do this, and I mean it, like I meant it. And it was like the first time I really picked my cross up and started carrying it. And so that's the thing. We have to pick our cross up and carry it. And we have to become more like Christ. And Christ was perfect. So that's the goal. And of course, He'll help us and all. But for the most part, it's a personal thing. We have to overcome all these things on our own. You know. So anyway, we do carry each other's burdens and stuff, you know, but still, nobody's gonna quit smoking for you. Nobody's gonna quit having sex for you. Nobody's gonna quit cussing for you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's just do this thing, because my mind is fixed on heaven and the prize, which is Jesus Christ, and it up there, man. I'm telling you, I'm done with this world. It's just too hard. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep overcoming everything that I need to overcome, whatever's left. So to others, nothing left but this